겨울이 오길 기다리는 아이처럼 내 맘에 널 그려 포근했던 나의 온기 눈을 닮아서 Falling quietly piling up in my heart 우리 안에 모든 것 fade out
Normally in the mornings, I try to have my breakfast if I'm not intermittent fasting, but today I am going to have my tea, which is a bedtime tea, but still super good for morning. It'll ease me into life. I've been having a lot of carbs lately because of the holidays and a lot of sugar. And so this will be good just to start getting my body back in order. Can't believe it's already January, but here we are. So now I'm going to clean my messy kitchen. So I have a sink full of dirty dishes from last night. Normally I like for my kitchen to be cleared up and cleaned before the next day, but I was so exhausted last night that I couldn't get around to it. So I'm going to do that now before I start my day.
그날만을 위해 살아가는 것처럼 너와 나의 세상 속에 겨울을 맞아 장난 오는 날 널 만나는 그날 차가운 네 공기조차 날 설레게 On the first snowy day I will melt away Cause I'll be with you 드디어 널 만나 눈 감고 상상 just you and I
So I got all of the clean dishes put away. Now I'm just gonna put away these dirty ones. But real quick, I'm gonna add some stevia to my tea because it's a great way to enjoy a sweetener without having sugar. So I think it's gonna be sweet enough. It's perfect actually. So I got most of my stuff put away. I just need to clean the pots and pans. I'm thinking about letting them sit until noon, but probably should get on it before I start my day. I do have both girls home. I have my college daughter home and I have my high school daughter here. So typically I get a little bit more help, but I did something crazy wonderful with food last night, so I went crazy. So last night I went to town cooking shrimp and grits and I made a big mess, as you can see. And then afterward, my high schooler wanted to make some type of stevia sweetened sugar-free treat. And then we ended up watching movies and staying up late and just doing holiday fun stuff. And nobody wanted to clean. And I didn't make anybody clean. So I'm left with this morning. I could get them to help me once they wake up, but it's just nice to have the house feel a little cleaner so I can get going with my day. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a stab at it now, and then whatever I leave in the sink, they can finish off. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab my gloves because now I'm getting my hands a little gritty. So I just did my nails and I don't want to do anything to take away my nice design. So you like my design? All right, yeah. So there's my little design that I did this morning. So I want to keep that together. So I got to get my gloves. Looks a lot better than it did a little while ago, so I'm pleased with that. Now, I gotta get my water. I got my water. We're gonna go and start the day. Okay, so I have just pulled up all of my tabs so that I'm ready to start teaching. I'm ready to go. I've got a billion tabs open because I also run a podcast coaching company that is separate from what I'm doing on Outschool, and I don't feel like closing all of my tabs down. So I know the method to my madness. I'm just going to keep all my tabs open, but what I do is when I'm teaching Outschool, I move all my Outschool tabs to the far right of my screen. So I know these last three are the ones I need to open up during class, and I have them in order. So whatever I'm working on first is what I'm doing on the first tab. So I have all of my resources, the books I'm reading, any activities we're working on. So I went ahead and I pulled my cards that I'm going to be sharing for shapes. Today's focus is shapes. And we are also talking about, because it is the first month of the year and the first time I'm seeing them for 2023, for the new year at least, then we're going to talk about our months, and we're going to go over our months of the year and talk about January. We'll also talk about ice because, it's themed, and I like to talk about seasonal things. So we talked about snow in December. We're going to talk a little bit about ice this month. And so I will, a few minutes before class starts, I'm going to bring a big cup of ice in. I don't want to do it yet because it will melt, but I'll bring that in, and then I'll show the students ice and what happens when ice melts. And also we'll just talk about ice during the winter. I have some theme related books to share with them about weather, but also about shapes. So it's kind of an integrated shapes and weather book. I also have a shapes activity right here that I made in Canva, or that I am borrowing in Canva and tweaking. So I created a little bit of a different worksheet based on a template I found in Canva. And so basically they're going to help me to match up the proper shape to the objects on the left. So that's what we'll work on. Normally I have my flannel ABC board. I don't have that today because I think we're going to spend more time talking about shapes than doing our ABCs. We will talk about weather. So I have also my weather cards, and I want to get the kids talking about what their weather looks like, and we will also be counting. And because this is only the second day of January, I'm not going to have them only count to 2, because normally I have them count to the number of the day we're on. So I will have them count all the way to 10 today, and then next week we'll do the same thing, and then after that we'll start counting to 15, 20, 25, and 30, and so forth. So today's is counting to 10. And then, like I said, weather, and I think, oh yeah, we're gonna work on drawing some shapes together. So I have my marker board, and I have my markers. So as we talk about shapes today, we're going to draw squares, circles, triangles, and we're just going to practice drawing together. So that's what we're going to do. I asked them to bring 2 sheets of paper to class at least with a pencil, and they're going to help me practice drawing. So that's one thing I actually forgot to write on my plan of action for today. So I don't want to forget anything at all. So I've already written down my lesson plan. So right after matching the shapes activity on Canva, what I need to write down is that we're also going to draw shapes. We're going to practice drawing shapes, and I'm going to draw a house and then have them copy the house. So we'll make a square, a rectangle for the door, circles. I don't know what the circles will be for, but we'll do like a chimney rectangle and a circle maybe at the top of that. Maybe a circle for the sun, and squares for the windows, triangles for the chimney, or the roof. We'll figure something out for that, but that's kind of on the fly. So I'm putting this here so that I can actually see what I am doing and I don't forget what I'm doing. Okay, that's it. I have my lotion right here whenever I teach on Outschool because my hands get really dry in the winter, and my feet, but not that I'm lotioning my feet in the middle of class, but my hands get really dry. So this is my daughter's Joy Sugar Snickerdoodle from Bath and Body Works. So we got a whole bunch of these. We like to keep our lotions by our desks. And I've got my glass of water. I've got my tea. I'm gonna have to refill. And I've also got one more thing I forgot to show. It was my drum, which is underneath my desk. I pull this out at the beginning of the class and we sing, and it's really fun. And yeah, so today, no ABCs, just focusing on shapes. So I won't need my pointer and I won't need my flannel board with my ABC board. Okay, so I have about 30 minutes left before class officially begins. So I'm going to work on some content planning for, not for Outschool, but just for my business, for podcasting, while I wait to teach this class. I just got my ice, so I'm ready for this lesson. It should start in about 5 minutes. And meanwhile, I also finished up adding all of my podcast interviews and things that I have on my schedule. I have this little old-fashioned calendar printed out, and it was a way for me to plan, but I'm transferring that now over to my Google Calendar so I can keep track of who I'm interviewing when and what's getting published when. I'm gonna go ahead and light my candle because my class is about to start. So I like to get it smelling good in here. Just waiting on the kids to show up. Hello, hello, my friends. Hi. Welcome to class. I'm Mrs. D. It's so good to see you. And we have a friend who's here today also. Welcome back. Did you bring something to class today for show and tell? Yay! I can't wait to hear all about it. But first, I think we have a few more friends that might be wanting to come to class, but they're not here yet. Normally, oh, here's one more friend. Let's see. Brought show and tell too. Wonderful.
His name is Wilson, but I got a new name for him.
What's his name?
Bambi.
Bambi. When we have show and tell today, I want you to share Bambi with us, okay? All right, I think we have 3 friends with us. There may be more that's going to come. All right, we're gonna start with my handy dandy drum. And we're going to sing our welcome song. Are you ready? Here we go. Welcome to class. 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 I'm so glad you're here today. Welcome to class. I'm so glad you're here today. Welcome to class. Yay! Woo! I'm so glad you all are here today.
Bambi.
Okay. Okay, well, for show and tell, I want you to share more about Bambi. You know what? I think we can start with show and tell since everybody's already ready. And one more thing, just in case parents are nearby, we're going to be drawing shapes. So if you happen to have some paper and pencil, that will be helpful for later on in class, okay?
I do have.
You have your paper. Very good. We'll be using that later. Okay, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you are ready to share your show and tell today. Raise. Very good. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I will call your name, and when I call your name, then you will hold up your stuffed animal or whatever you're showing for class and tell us all about it, okay? When I call your name, hold up your stuffed animal into the camera. Oh, I like that. Does everybody see stuffed animal?
I have another name, Baby Panda Bear.
Panda bear. Is that its name? Panda bear?
Baby Panda Bear.
Baby
That's
panda
the other
bear.
tiny one. That's the other tiny one.
Is that one the tiny one, or do you have another tiny one?
I have another tiny one. Let me just
Okay.
find it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
To see.
Okay. Your turn. Oh, tell us all about it.
His name is Bambi.
Bambi the reindeer. It looks very soft and cuddly and squishy. I like that. Does everybody
And
see
he
it?
likes to fly.
Does it fly? Wow. Does Bambi have a red nose? It does have a red nose. And I like your pajama top. Fa la 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 la, it says. Very cool. Oh, that's the baby panda.
This is Honor's thing.
Okay, very cool. They look almost the same, except different color. They're the same size. You guys, thank you for sharing your stuffed animals with me. You have so many. Who knows what year it is? Raise your hand if you know the year. 2023. It used to be 2022, but now it's 2023. All right.
23.
Yes, now we're going to sing a little song. If you're glad it's Monday, clap your hands. Clap, clap. If you're glad it's Monday, clap your hands. Clap, clap. If you're glad it's Monday, if you're glad it's Monday, if you're glad it's Monday, clap your hands. Yay for Monday. Okay, and it's the first month of the year. The month is January. What letters do you see?
J.
J.
A-R-Y.
Wow, very, very good. That is the word January. And today is January the 2nd, 2023. So I just finished up my class. So happy. That class always makes me really jazzed for the rest of my day. So I'm going to, at this point, because it's only like 10:30, 10:40-ish in the morning, I think I need to go take a walk just because I've been up since 6:30 this morning. So it's time for me to get out of the house, get some fresh air. It's not raining anymore, so the weather, it's cold, but it's not raining. So I'm gonna get out and take a walk. And then when I come back, I'm going to prepare a nice breakfast for myself. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. All I've had is tea and water. So I'm kind of fasting a little bit. But when I come back, probably in an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, then I'm going to go ahead and have breakfast. I tell myself rain or shine because I feel like walking is like the most basic thing I could do. And I would be remiss if I didn't try to walk at least every day, a little piece. I'm probably going to head out to a coffee shop. I thought I was going to stay home. I don't think I will. I think I need to go out for a little bit and get some work done away from the comfort of my home and then come back. Sometimes vibing at coffee shops helps me to focus better and get a lot more produced within a shorter amount of time. So I think that's what I may end up doing. I forgot that I still have this pumpkin sitting here and it's New Year's, so I probably should bring it in the house and do something with it. So I found myself a nice little corner here, and so I'm just working on some editing and finding some keywords and some content planning for this year. So I'm gonna stay here for a couple more hours. I've got my mocha, almond milk mocha with whip, really good. And after I leave here, it's time off for the rest of the day, just to relax, do whatever. Yeah, so I'm gonna spend the rest of lunch here and then a few more hours and then I'm heading home. And that is my vlog for the day. So I hope you guys enjoy. See you later, bye.